Easter celebrates the most important event in Christianity, the resurrection of Jesus Christ. It celebrates new beginnings, grace and forgiveness. And I wanted to create a small project of Easter. There is this church in my hometown. It's called the Kaleva Church. It was designed by an architect couple, Reima and Raili Pietilä, and it was built between 1964-66. I went to the church last Sunday. It was the Palm Sunday, but there was hardly anybody in the church because of COVID-19. I took my time and walked around the church and inside the church, just looking at it and forming my opinion and my view about that subject. So after a while, I came up with this plan. First of all, the inside of the church, the walls are just naked, rough concrete. It is actually an ugly material, and the contrast between the beautiful shapes and the ugly material were really interesting. So I wanted to somehow show that contrast. The church also has these beautiful high windows, and how the light gets inside of the church is pretty awesome. So somehow I wanted to get that light captured on film. And then looking from outside, the church totally looks like it's trying to reach the sky. The narrow windows reaching upwards. And then of course when you are looking up those windows, they get narrower and pointier going upwards. And that gives this impression of reaching up, shooting up to the stars or whatnot. So the combination of these, ugly, rough material, beautiful light, reaching upwards. I mean, that's a great Easter story. So now I'm getting a bit too poetic probably, but these were some of the feelings, and I really took a challenge to try to get that on film. This was the whole theme of my project. I had my Hasselblad super wide, and I had my Rolleiflex, and most of the pictures I took inside I used my super wide, because to get that great indoor feelings, this is one of the best cameras. And then from outside, this is a great camera to, point upwards and shoot something upwards, because you can actually position it like this. Compare that you would need to do it like this. Outside I used Ilford FP4. This has become my favorite outdoor film nowadays. It's a little bit more rough than my previous favorite Delta 100, but right now I'm liking this. And then inside I used HP5 Plus, but I needed to push this a little bit, so I pushed it to 800, which HP5 Plus is a really excellent film to do. It is easy to push and pull. So here we go then. This is my Easter project. Now then, in addition to these beautiful devices, I of course had also my Holga with me. With this camera you get a feeling that is more down to earth. It is less glorious. It's more human than divine. I like to do these kind of projects where I take 1 or 2 rolls of film, dig a little bit deeper into my subject, my point of view to whatever I'm shooting at. Also, it is interesting how this 60s architecture is looking better and better every day. Who would have thought?